Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So yeah, welcome to my post-match for the Arsenal-Tottenham game. Now, where do I start for this game now? I would start by basically before the game. Now, looking at the lineup, the minute that lineup came out, when I'm looking at the lineup, I'm going, alright, cool, defence is where we kind of need it, strikers where we need it. But then the minute I seen the three players in the midfield of Guendouzi, Xhaka and Torreira, I thought to myself, what are they doing? Three defensive-minded players all along the middle. Now, why is he going into a game where we've beaten Spurs 4-2 last year, 5-2s and 5-2s previous years? Spurs have only won one game at the Emirates, and that's like, what, 9 years ago? 2010, I'm pretty sure it was, or 2011. Why is he going into that, a defensive mind of knowing that Spurs, playing this season, have been so vulnerable? They got beaten by Newcastle the week before at home, and we're going into it with a front three and a defensive-minded midfield. Why are we doing that? What is wrong with Emery's tactics? You tell me. I like the guy. You know what? He's bringing a different Arsenal. But some of these tactics, Liverpool with that formation, and then playing that front, that middle three of defensive-minded players, sometimes it's got to be questioned. And like I say, and I've heard it before as well, if he doesn't get us into the Champions League this season, the board have got to look at it. Now, I'm not going to start calling for the manager's neck, but some of the tactics and some of the players he brings on, I don't know what's going on with it. Why are you playing a defensive-minded midfield? Ceballos on the bench. He's played probably one of our best players so far this season, and you got him on the bench. Don't get me wrong, no one really likes Ozil. But here's your creativity. There's two players on the pitch that have got creativity. Who's going to create? What's the point having three attacking strikers that can score goals from anywhere? Pepe, Aubameyang, Lacazette. What is the point having them three in the front and not having no creativity behind? What someone tell me if I'm wrong, because if I am wrong, but someone tell me, where is the creativity coming from? Lucas Torreira, where's the creativity coming from? Xhaka especially. Don't even get me started with him, but we'll go into him in a minute. And Guendouzi, yes, he had probably his best game for Arsenal, but there's no creativity from them players. Yes, he set up the Aubameyang goal, but if you're looking for creativity and you're looking to literally attack Tottenham, them three defensive-minded players are not going to be your answer. Now, so that's where you kind of start with that one. You kind of go, did you lose the game from there? Because Tottenham look at it and go, that's not bad. So they can kind of attack us, because they kept on catching us on the counter, on the counter, on the counter. And that's what I hated yesterday. And from that, it's just like, I'm looking at stats and I'm kind of going, we had what, 26 shots on goal? 8 on target. Tottenham had half of that, but it had more on target. So you tell me, I don't know, 55% to 45. We had to win more tackles. Is we winning more tackles because we're going with a defensive mind? We had 24 tackles to Tottenham's 14, and we had to go there with why are we winning more tackles? Tottenham should be winning more tackles against us, because we should be ones creative and more of the play. But we're not doing that. We're getting caught, and then we have to kind of like help ourselves out. Emery needs to have a long, hard think over this 2 weeks. He needs to start, you know what, going with a team that actually can do something. Gunnar on the sofa made a good point yesterday. And I don't like mentioning players and making players stand out. Granit Xhaka has now turned into our El Neni, he said. You know what? I fully agree with him. Xhaka has to be out of that first 11. Granit Xhaka, as a captain, is meant to lead by line. He's meant to be the one with examples. He's been there for 3 or 4 years now, so he should know his mistakes and stuff that he's made in the past. A captain Son gets into the box and he decides that 1 minute, I want to slide in. I want to slide in, and you know what? Brings down Son. We're 1-0 down at this moment. Now, normally, we'll probably crumble. Luckily enough, we've got the likes of Lacazette, Aubameyang and Pepe up top because they can kind of bail us out of these situations. But Xhaka has been making these mistakes for years and years and years, and he's not learning. So he hasn't learned by now, and he's meant to be a captain of this football club. If he hasn't learned by now, he will never learn. So the best thing for Xhaka to do is step out of this starting 11. Because the longer he's there, the longer these mistakes are going to happen as well. And that's the worst thing about it. And we cannot keep on bailing these mistakes out with our front three. We knew that our defensive wasn't the greatest when the season started. And we got David Luiz and Tierney, yeah, right at the end. But we knew our defensive wasn't going to be good. But making mistakes like that will cost you games. Lucky enough, yes, it did cost us 2 points. But lucky enough, we didn't go on to lose the game. But we had to battle back from 2-0 down. Why he stayed on at half-time to the second half, I do not know. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say what Emery should do, because that's Emery's choice of what he should do. But why Granit Xhaka stayed on the pitch after half-time, after the mistakes he was making? He was even going up for headers, and he was missing the ball completely. Like I say, Xhaka needs to come out of the starting 11. If you're going to play Guendouzi and you're going to play Torreira, there's only one man in that team at the moment that should be slain. You look at Ceballos when he came on. Ceballos created more chances in the space of what? 30 minutes, 25 minutes of whatever he's on? He changed that game completely. Tottenham are catching us on the break, and the minute he came on, Tottenham sat deeper and deeper and deeper. It created more space for the likes of Guendouzi to make that assist for Aubameyang. So if anyone doesn't agree, if anyone wants to kind of put anything in the comments about why they believe that Xhaka should still be there, let me know. Another decision that Emery made. He took off Lacazette. Yes, he has an ankle injury. He took off Lacazette. He brought on Mkhitaryan. Now, what is that saying to the likes of Reiss Nelson? Mkhitaryan's gone on loan to Roma today, 24 hours after coming on as a sub for Lacazette. Reiss Nelson's a winger. Reiss Nelson must be thinking now, 1 minute, this guy just left. He's going on loan for a year. Why is he not bringing me on? This is what I'm trying to say. Emery needs to kind of like, I don't even know Emery's philosophy first. When Emery come along, everyone's going to go, yeah, we're going to create from the back, we're going to do this. We're here a year and a bit later, and does anyone else know how Emery plays? Because I don't. What is his philosophy? What is his style of play? I do not know his style of play, and that's what I'm trying to say. I do not know Emery's style of play. Not many Arsenal fans know his style of play. It doesn't take a year and a bit for... You look at like the likes of Man City, Pep Guardiola, you know how he plays. Ticky-tacky football, pass, we'll play from the back and we'll press you from the front. Jurgen Klopp, you knew his style of football straight away. We'll press you and we'll counter. You know what I mean? We'll press, put you under pressure and they'll destroy you. Emery has been there for a year and a bit and no one knows his style of play. I definitely do not know his style of play. So this is what I'm trying to say. Going into that game yesterday, I believe that we should destroy Tottenham. Going into what they'd done the week before against Newcastle, how vulnerable they even looked. Yes, they had more shots and stuff like that, but they're at home. How vulnerable the defensive line looked when Newcastle was attacking them. Why did we not explore that? Why can't we explore that? Why are we going into a home game where we got one of the best records in the league at home? Why are we going into a home game as a defensive-minded midfield? Why? When Tottenham are vulnerable. So that's where I want to kind of go with this sort of one. But going back into the game and going back into the key moments with the first goal. Now, Leno saved us so many times yesterday, so I can't criticise him too much. But going into that first goal, as a goalkeeper, as a kid, tip it around the post. Don't try and crawl it back and put it back into the danger. Just tip it around the post. But I'm not going to give him too much criticism, because the thing about goalkeepers, when they make mistakes, people see it. When strikers make mistakes, not many people see it. Midfielders make mistakes, not many people talk about it. But when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, everyone sees it, because that's it. The ball's in the back of the net and it costs you a goal. But other than that one moment with Leno, seeing he's sort of like that, he's pulled off so many saves out of it. And he kept us in the game as well. When we went 1-0 down, he was saving. So he kept us in the game. Nathan Niles, I would say Nathan Niles, you know what? He didn't do too bad. He played alright. Got caught. He had an absolute mare to look after Son. Son ran at him. But Son's going to do that to a lot of and you got to remember, Son's going to do that to a lot of players. But you got to remember, Nathan Niles is not right back. Socrates. Where'd he go, Socrates? With Socrates, you just don't know with him. He played alright, he didn't play that bad. But it's even moments like he's getting into tangles. He doesn't need to get into tangles. Sometimes referees might see that and go, boom, red card, you're off. And the game is killed for us. David Luiz is probably the best defender. Out of the back four, he was probably our best defender. He didn't do too great, but he didn't do too bad. But he's probably the best defender in the back four. Left back, Klazenak. Now, I know this is kind of like not played until like yesterday, so we can't really give him too much like scrutination, like stuff like that. We can't really kind of give him too much criticism. But my God, he gets into these positions, and you look at it and you kind of go, go on, go on, go on. And then it's that final pass. Can the guy cross a road? I don't know. He can't even cross his legs. And that's what I'm trying to say. Klazenak is, you know what, he can be that sort of player if he just gets that final ball right. Because he's always in that position. But then, don't get me wrong, looking at the goal that was offside, that looked like it was planned. It looked like it was planned. So why was he in an offside position when that was planned? You can see it was planned. Short ball, bang, he runs on, crossed it in, they score. That was definitely planned. But he still caught himself offside. And you know what? We end up losing 2 points for that game. Guendouzi, you know what? Star man, you know what? As a youngster coming into these, you see the development he's made in the last year and a bit. I can't criticise him. Absolute star of player in the making. You know what? He's been called up for the France team today, and you can see he's got that quality for the rest of his career. And hopefully it kicks on more and more and more, and he'll probably be future. You never know. If he stays at Arsenal, he could be a future captain. But yeah, yesterday, absolute blinding game. Torreira didn't have the greatest game, but you know what? Like I say, Torreira's there to do a job, but then he's got two other people in the same positions doing his job, so then it makes him not... I don't know, he just looked a bit confused yesterday. He looked a bit confused. He didn't know what he was doing, getting caught a lot and stuff like that. Granit Xhaka, we've already been there. Granit Xhaka, absolute shambles. Needs to be out of the first 11. Even sometimes, I wouldn't even put him on the bench. Absolute shambles. He's been doing it for years, making mistakes, getting yellow cards, getting red cards. You know what? He might hit a one thunderbolt one game in about 20. But you know what? Granit Xhaka, absolute waste of time. Never should be in this club. And you know what? Starting 11, definitely get him out. Can't call him a captain, because if anyone thinks he's a captain, like I say, drop a comment and let me know if you disagree and you believe it's in something different. But let me know. But I believe, and I hope everyone else sort of agrees with me, Granit Xhaka should not be in the starting 11, and he should not even be in one of them 5 of captains. Aubameyang. Now, I feel sorry for Aubameyang. He's been played out on the left. You know he wants to play down the middle. You've seen it when he played down the middle when Lacazette came off. He scored. Boom, goal. He was a top goal scorer last year. And some of them goals come from the left as well. But yesterday, you can kind of see that he was a little bit kind of lost in the game, and he wasn't really doing sort of much. But then, like I say, he's there to score goals, and he scores goals. And you know what? I can't fault him. Lacazette, we all know what Lacazette can do. Lacazette is a goal scorer. The guy puts in so much effort, and hoping this ankle injury is not too serious, where he will be back for the next game against Watford. But Lacazette, you always know what you're going to get. He's going to get fight, you're going to get hunger, you're going to get tackles, you're going to get goals. And Lacazette is probably like another standout for an Arsenal captain as well. Nicolas Pepe, Unbelievable player. Unbelievable player, Nicolas Pepe. He just needs that one goal. That one goal. And once that one goal goes, the confidence will come. But you can always see he wants to put it onto his left foot. That's what you can always see. He wants to put that ball onto his left foot. And defenders are going to know that now. You look at the game against Liverpool, when he's 1-on-1, he had to come around to his left. And defenders are going to know that. But once he gets that one goal, man, he's going to kick on because he's an absolute star of a player. And I'm so glad he's at Arsenal. Players that came on. Mkhitaryan, don't want to waste my time. He didn't do much. I don't even want to waste my time in saying what he did because he didn't do anything. Be honest with you, what did he do? If anyone can tell me he did something, then yeah, let me know. Ceballos, we all know what Ceballos can do. We all know what Ceballos brings. Tricks, flicks, twinkle toes I call him. Because he's all, you know what? You don't know if he's going left, right, anywhere. Such a great player. But Emery needs to play him. We've only got him for a year. Let him play. Because the guy can play and he changed the game yesterday. So going into that game yesterday, when we were 2-0 down, don't get me wrong, I would have taken 2-2. But the minute we made it 2-2, we missed chances. And like I say, not Koscielny, don't even want to mention that guy's name. Kolasinac, he was at fault. He seized the line, cost us the goal because the ball was great. And it was a goal, but he cost us the goal. But yeah, that's what I want to say. My review on this Arsenal-Tottenham game yesterday was basically, we didn't lose, but we should have won, even though we were 2-0 down. And like I say, certain players let us down, certain tactics let us down. And that's all I want to say. But if you believe anything else as well, like I said before, and I always say it again, your opinion matters. So let me know if you believe I've missed anything, or you believe I'm wrong in anything. But like I say, let me know, and we'll see where we go from there. But if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because more Arsenal posts will be coming. Thank you.